Yo, what is happening, people? It is your boy, Cynical Young Man, with another NBA Live 19 video following the career of Vlad and we have been drafted #1 by the Suns, but we're not going to play for the Suns. I decided to go with the Pelicans. I played a couple of games with them with one of my other builds and quite liked it, and I thought I would give them a bit of a crack in the league. All that being said, guys, like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave any feedback in the comments. It really is helping me sort of move the channel forward. Now I'm gonna edit the gameplay down to a bit of a montage and do some post-game commentary over the top of it as opposed to what I normally do, because I think the games are just going to end up too long, which is going to pose the videos too long, especially by the time I've done the traits and the shoes and all that sort of stuff. So I'll try and keep the videos in and around that 15 to 20 minute mark where I can. Otherwise, again, let me know in the comments below, guys, if you'd rather see the whole hog and you want to see the whole game, and I'll make these videos an hour long if I have to. That's just let me know what works. Now, y'all know my history with tips, but AD is the man, and he wins me my first tip off yet. Now, we're coming off the bench in our first game, obviously, and we are 9 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time for us to make an impact. All we got to do is stay on our man. No, Vlad, stay on your man. Idiot. But that's okay, because we got the ball now, and we're going to drive it in for the... Wait, what? I have never had a charging foul, and I've played this game for I don't know how many hours. So there you go, first time for everything, hey? But that's okay, because this time the lane is going to open up nice and wide for us to throw a brick. Seriously, not working for me so far. But that's okay, because you got to take the good with the bad. And sometimes you can be surrounded by defenders and somehow get that shit to drain. Honestly, the amount of perfect releases I miss in this game, and yet the amount of ridiculously contested layups I make in this game, I need to sort that out for 20. Now, if you haven't seen my other video about the Horns Flare, check it out. It is the cheesiest of cheese play. Unfortunately, you still need to be able to shoot, and despite the perfect release, I need some get good pills. That's alright though, because we've got some space. Give us that ball. In for the dunk! Oh, not. Like I said, it's just not quite working for me in this game. Just hasn't played out for me as it was supposed to at all. But we're going to do some steppy, mix-step back. But it's a brick. Everything I'm throwing up is a brick. I was well guarded there though. That's fair enough. Alright, so nothing's working. I'm just going to go for my good old back down, step back, bulletproof. Just have to time it. Time it! But it's a brick. Honestly, it's like somebody forgot to inflate the basketball or something, because I cannot make a bucket. But all bad things come to an end, I suppose, just like all good things. And I get some space, and I'm open for 3, and I don't time it! But it drops. Go figure. But that's alright, because that was enough. And Vlad is back! Give me that steal all day long. And then I'm going to ram that shit down your throat. And like I said, Vlad is back. So now that I've found my mojo, finally, after 9 minutes of play, I finally got my shit together, and I'm back with my nice long half-court assists. Drew Holiday, easy money. And y'all know how much I love these spin moves. Give me that space, give me that ball, give me that back down, give me that spin cheese. Gets to the basket and scores. And big time coaching strategy by the staff right there. And I'm finally getting my shit together, as you're seeing. So much so that I just need a bit of space, and I get that magical green Hundo! God, it's been a long time since I've seen you. And not only have I finally found my feet on attack, but I even get my defense in order, and somehow the point guard pulls off the block on the big man. Denied. Take that, Okafor. Oh yeah, I love those cutting assists. They're so good. Vlad is back, baby. Vlad is firing on all cylinders. Even getting the boards, getting the steals, and them blocks. Now check this out. You can't catch me. I'm too quick for you. Slam that shit. Oh, that was sweet. Speaking of sweet, you know how much I love my spin moves. Nothing doing on the play, nothing doing on the play. Alright, fine. Get rid of it. Get a little bit of space. Near the key. Back down. Spin. And then spin. Oh yeah. God, I love those spin moves. I need to play as a big, I think. And I've even got my assists down. Finally, I'm firing on all cylinders. Take that, Holiday, all the way home. Now, do y'all remember when I was trying to get a pass off a jump shot and draft combine ended up looking like a right toss? Well, I get it right. I can see that I go up for the shot and realise I'm in a hell of a lot of pressure. See my man open, flick it off to him at the last minute, and I don't get the assist because he stuffs it for me. And then I finally get my slasher on. I finally get a couple of dribble moves together. And this time, basic simple stuff, plenty of room. Wanted a dunk, but got that as layup again. And that's the end of the game. I decided to try and finish with the Horns Flare, but we run out of time because they don't get into position quickly enough. And that pretty much sums up the end of the game, guys. I end up ditching it off because there was nothing doing. Pick up a board at the end after the buzzer. So that was my first league game for Vlad Dimitriou, playing for the New Orleans Pelicans. In the end, it turned out to be an okay game. It was a very, very ordinary first quarter. All it took was one random out of nowhere mistimed 3 to drop, and suddenly I was away.
And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans got the win in a nail-biter.
Nail biter. Bitch, we won by 16 points. What game were you watching?
And that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were
31 points in your first game. 15 to 23, but admittedly a lot of those were stupid layups that probably shouldn't have dropped. And saying that, I had probably half a dozen really nice actual shots that should have dropped and didn't. And we walked away with the player of the game in our first game with a 74 rated player now. So, end of the day, can't complain. Wasn't my best game, wasn't my worst game. At the end of the day, first game, new team, new league, I'll take it. In 23 minutes we play, 31 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. We got ticked every box on that list. I would have liked to get a few more assists, I think, but apart from that, pretty happy with how that worked out in the end. And that is that game in the books. And of course we cannot neglect those all-important skill points, and we got 5 of those bitches in this game, and that's going to make a big difference to Vlad's character. Something that we need to boost is we need to get a real good boost on our mid-range. I also need to boost up my steal, and I'm also going to drop one into the dribble, because at the moment I'm supposed to be a slasher and I'm playing anything like a slasher because my dribble is shit. So in the traits though, I'm going to drop the catch and finish in, because I do seem to be doing a lot of wing type of play, and I think I'm going to drop that in there until such time as my dribble is at a decent ability before I even bother trying to do too much of a slasher impersonation. Don't forget, we got to upgrade that icon path too, guys, and we're finally getting an upgrade to our 3-point shooting and our contested shot as well, so that might make a difference to some of those full releases that weren't dropping like you saw before. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to upgrade my mid-range. Going to throw a couple on the steal and a couple on the dribbling. So the mid-range, unfortunately, I'm only going to go to that first boost because I'm a long way away from the next 10% accuracy boost. So go and have a look at the steal, and I, again, haven't got too much on offer, but I'm going to upgrade it to the one-on-one, and then I'm going to jump out and I'm going to throw it into the dribble, because I've got to slowly increase that dribbling as I go along, or I'm forever going to be playing as a shooter or a wing as opposed to the slasher archetype which I've chosen. And I mean, like I think I've said it before, guys, it's not my natural play style. I'm very much a shooter, so the slashing thing is very new to me, and I'm not demonstrating its effectiveness very well, but I'll get there. And of course, it wouldn't be a Vlad to meet you video if we weren't doing the shoes, and we got to get some nice wheels, camo to go with our camo pants that I've just purchased, which you will see in the next video when I do a Streets World tour, which I think I'm going to do a few more of and mix that into the league play. What's up, coach? We were thriving. And don't forget, I'm a D-bag, so I'm going to tell the coach after my first game. Did you just call to tell me that? Adjusting? Can't you tell? Pass me the ball. Watch them fireworks. Bring them shades. There's only so douchebaggy you can actually get from the looks of things. It doesn't appear to actually make a massive difference, but I'll keep going with it and see if something changes, see if I get myself dropped or whatever. That's about it for this video, guys. Like I said, next time I'm going to be doing the Streets World Tour game with Vlad, just seeing how that responds with everybody. So make sure you keep me posted, like and subscribe, and please leave your feedback in the comments. It really does help. Thanks, guys. I'm out.